Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me once again on a Sunday evening for the latest edition of Beading Besties. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to figure out the lighting. We had to put up a thermal thing over the window in here because otherwise it was just too hot, and we're not even into, 100 degrees yet. So it's a little bit darker in here, and I'm trying my best to figure it out. I have some bigger lights. We may use those in the future. Just didn't have time to wrap it up tonight. But let's take a minute to say hello to everybody. Hello, Barbara and Chris, Kathy, Cindy. Hello. Hi, Tammy. Chris, you've just been talking. Hello, Beth. Hi, Georgina. Hi, everybody. Okay, I want to go over a couple things before we get to the project. You guys are going to think I've done nothing since we were last together, and you'll see why in a minute. But I promise I have. And then I'm going to teach you a really cool technique that I use to finish off the necklace we were working on Wednesday night. But on Wednesday, I talked to you guys about setting up a group. I don't know why one side of my face is like dark, but it's okay. About setting up a group where you guys would be able to chat with people in your local area. Hi, Dorothy. And possibly even connect with beaters near you, and to be able to do this on a more informal setting where there are several of you guys, and you're chatting and beading together. Maybe you decide to all open your bargain bead box at the same time and like bounce ideas and say what you guys each think of it and whatever else. Well, it went live. And you guys have been awesome. I'm going to go ahead and put the link right here, and it is called Beading Besties, just like this show. And in the welcome, I let everybody know that just because I started the channel, I don't own it. This is your guys' group. This is our group. It's our community. I want you guys to be able to connect with like-minded people who just enjoy beading. There's a lot of us that have disabilities and deal with chronic pain, and that makes it very difficult to go out and socialize. I know sometimes just the thought of getting ready is enough for me to turn down an invitation. So, but this way you would still be able to do so just virtually. And I thought it would be a lot of fun. And I'm so excited by how many people have joined in. Hi, Tina. Welcome. Who have already joined in, who went ahead and did an introductory post so people could get to know you. I really appreciate it. I would love for you guys to keep sharing the link, invite people that you know. There's going to be a team of admins. So far, it's myself, it's Beth, it's Cindy, it's Becky Foster. And Brandy is our moderator. And the reason that we have a team is so that no one person is shouldering all of the time and effort it takes to build a group, because it's not easy. I can guarantee you that. I've done it once and I'm doing it again, so it'll be fun. But I kind of want everybody to self-moderate. If you guys see anybody who's breaking the rules, please, kindly remind them of what the group rules are. If they don't take down the post or it becomes a problem, then I would want you guys to report it to the admin team, and we will take it from there. Oh, Chris. Exactly. So I'm actually going to set up a group chat for each state in there, and then you guys can set up your own chats. You can name them, you can choose who's in them, you can be in several of them, you can be in one of them, you can be in none of them. It's completely up to you. But like I said, I want everybody to self-moderate. I want us to be supportive, so you guys can totally share your channel on YouTube if you have one. Post your videos when you release them. All of that is great. Like when I have my live sale, I'll put an announcement up, but that's if somebody's going to be at a craft fair, you can put that announcement up, stuff like that, but you cannot solicit sales in the group. And there will be no live broadcasting of any bead sales happening in this group. So, oh, hi, Sharon. We're talking about our new beading group. I put the link up, but I'll share it again right now. We now have a Beading Besties group on Facebook. Hi, Kim. So we now have a beading group called Beading Besties on Facebook, and I was just explaining the rules and whatever, and my desire that it be a self-moderated group that nobody owns. So it's not connected to my channel. It's just what the name literally came from Becky Foster when Amy and I did a video. Hi, Brandy. The three of us did a video and she called us her Beading Besties. And I thought that was the cutest thing. And when I decided to do this show, when I was coming up with it and wanting to convey what I hoped that this would be, I went back to that name. And so that's what I've named the Facebook group. For those of you who aren't in here right now, the admins are Becky Foster, myself, Cindy West, Beth Ballou, Brandy is our moderator. And once again, if you have a channel, share. If you post a video, share it. Just please don't solicit sales. Now, if you see a piece from somebody else in the group, you are more than welcome to reach out to them privately. Take it to Messenger, ask if it's for sale, ask how much it is, how you could go about buying it. Just don't do it on the show, and don't be asking people, hey, is anybody interested? Here's my stuff. Like, that's not what the group is for. Once again, if you're going to be at a craft fair, you are more than welcome to share that information. Just no soliciting funds within the group. That's all. Yes, Kim, your favorite thing in the whole wide world, Facebook. So the guest I was supposed to have on tonight canceled. And so you're just with me tonight, but it's not a bad thing because I'm still beading with my besties because all of you guys are here. So, like I said, a business card page would be a good idea, Beth. That's a great idea, actually, because you can do virtual ones. You can also set up a QR code very easily for your page, for whatever. It's quite easy to do. So go ahead and do it. Hi, Miranda. Hi, Gina. So glad you guys are here. I am indeed, Steve. I am indeed. I'm still waiting for her to get her new phone so I can teach her how to post a picture because I'm dying to see her art. I'm excited. But yeah, I just want it to be a supportive group where you get together with all of your girlfriends and chat, and not to say that men aren't welcome, because they are. But currently it seems that we have mostly ladies in our group. So, okay, if you guys remember the necklace that I left off doing, I didn't have enough of a specific bead. I'd had to go and get more. And I was going to do a round focal, and then I got an idea and I changed it. There's still some tweaking I want to do, and I need to finish stringing it. And tying off the back and whatnot, but I want to show you guys what I did for the focal, and I want to teach you guys how to do that. So let's go down to the mat. Okay, so this is where we were pretty much last time, but I made this focal right here. And all it is wire. And then around the edge, these are itty bitty, teeny tiny pearl, freshwater pearl button pearls. And then I put a clear bronze lined 11O seed bead in between each one. And then I wrapped this teardrop pearl that I had. And then on the sides, I have I have like a shell and some of the fire polish hanging. But I think I'm going to make them longer because I think I kind of, come on, zoom or focus. Yes, there we go. Because I think I want these to be longer and maybe kind of hang down as like the curtains and the pearl is the focal. But I thought I would show you guys how to do this tonight. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Linda. So I thought I would do this. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Okay, hold on. I forgot to tell you guys. You guys would not believe. Oh, Stephen and I have been down at Bernie's past closing. We were there Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night, helping him sort through this haul that he got, or this buyout that he got. It was this woman who passed away, sadly, her lifelong collection of beads. And you guys would not believe some of the stuff that she had in there, like pendants that she bought in 1982 for $100 that now, I mean, like, there's literally one that's an Amazonite pendant that's probably this big, and it's kind of like a rounded, and it has multiple dolphin, like in various stages of jumping in. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The husband reached out to Bernie because whenever she went to Tucson, she would stop in at Bernie's and go and take a look. And there's some amazing finds. And so you know that your girl here has been, Bernie, we need to have a sale. Or like they have some, oh my goodness, is it right here? I want to show you if it's right here. Oh, I don't know if I moved it or not, but man, there was a really cool pendant that I bought that's really cool, and the wire work looks fairly simple, so I'm excited to like look at it and figure out how to do it. I just don't see it right here. But I got, oh, still in solo live. But look at this one, you guys. Do you see how big it is? And it is so clear that you can see my hand through it. It's so, so beautiful. And so I got that. You know which one I'm talking about, right, babe? He's going to come in. Oh, he found it.
I didn't find it. I put it away for you.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Look at this one, guys.
It's a druzy.
It's black obsidian with a druzy in the middle of it. But look at the wire wrapping. So the bottom is just twisted wire. And I don't mean to say just as in she wasn't talented. I'm just saying. But this is twisted. And then she just kind of came out a little bit, bent this forward so it would go around the outer edge, and this one out to go around the back edge. She did that on both sides and then came back in and just did a loop with like a little swirl on either side. And oh, you guys can't see the silver. Oh, there's like, you can see the silver that's in the middle underneath the stone when the light hits it just right. And it's so gorgeous. So yeah, so there he is. I love my hubby. But yes, and look on the side, you guys. That's what I see. This like silver peeking through. It also does that over here when the light hits it just right. So yeah, exactly, Sharon. She kept it very simple. Exactly. And so I have a problem. Like, I don't know how to, outside of crocheting one, or I was going to try a macrame one, but outside of that, if a stone's not drilled, it literally just sits in my house because I don't know what to do with it. But I've told him because there were some amazing pendants, you guys, that are absolutely stunning. And I would, Chris, you guys are the best. You always make me laugh. But yes, exactly, Cinda. Exactly, you guys. Yes, that's why I'm like, this is perfect. Oh, it's on that side too. You know that there's just like all that druzy is all throughout the middle of this. Anyway, so we're going to have to I told him that we need to do like a big sale. We'll promote it. We can show different things like this buffalo horn pendant that is so the next thing that I'm going to make using pearls and shells, maybe these shells a little bit, everything else. But yes, it's adorable. Yeah, I know we do. I need to ask Randy how she does the Nightbot thing so that people just like put an exclamation point after a word and then like this little thing pops up. Wait, why were you in Vietnam? I'm so watching on my phone while at the hairdresser's getting done before going on holiday. Oh, you're going to Vietnam. They have beautiful pearls there. I'm very, very, very jealous. Yes, I like buying peeds too. In fact, I put up a little funny thing the other day. I should have put it up on a screen so that I could put it up and show you guys. But it's literally like I think his name is Brute. No, it's not. The guy from Despicable Me talking about how I love beads. When I see beads, I buy beads. When I say I'm not going to buy any more beads, I see beads, I buy again. But anyway, so I want to show you guys how to do this. It is not at all hard, and you can decorate the sides with any beads that you want. If you were to do it with a thicker gauge wire, you could use bigger beads. You could also do like seed bead stripes to where like every couple of rows you did this with seed beads and then went back to the wire and then went back to the seed bead, and you could do like a striped pattern on one of these and it would be great. So I'm very excited to show you. I will forewarn you that it is fiddly in the beginning, and anybody else who has the channel will know. I'm gonna zoom in, get some of this off so it's just myself and the wire. Okay, so I do it with 18 gauge wire for the frame. And Linda, I'm gonna have to watch your video again on how you straighten this like thicker wire. I don't know how you do it. She does it with like a spool, one of her spools, and then just cuts it, and it's amazing. So for this one, I did for this one, each piece of wire was 2.5 inches to begin with. So, and then obviously you wrap up the loop and you do all of that. But I'm going to try to do this on a little bit bigger scale. I'm still going to use the 18 gauge, but then I'm going to use 22 gauge wire so that you can see what it looks like. So I'm going to go to 4 inches. Oh, he found it. It says first we get some beads, then we get some more beads, and then we say no more beads, but then we find more beads, so we get more beads. Oh, I have to do it here. I will post it in the group so you can see it. But it's like, this is me. This is exactly what I go through on a daily basis. All right, so I'm going to start at about 4 inches is where I'm going to cut my wire at, and you're going to need to cut 2 of them that are the same. Oh, bye, Brandy. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Okay, so then you have your 2 pieces of wire. You're going to try to get them as straight as possible, but they're going to bend and kink up a little bit, but actually wrapping the wire on them helps straighten them as well. And then you're just going to turn a loop at the end, and I typically use the first step for my loop, but you could do them as big as you wanted, depending upon like what you wanted to put on the ends. And then you're just going to roll a loop like that. Once it's rolled, I go in and I cut the straight part of the wire off. And I will do this for each one, but I'm going to come in and just cut off the straight bit. And then I'm going to finish rolling so I get the roundest loop possible. And then I just kind of do a little squish and a little squish. And then I roll it again, because anytime you squish wire, it kind of moves a little bit. And then you're going to do the exact same thing on the other end, and you're going to roll in towards this loop. And of course, I can't do it upside down. Gonna nip off that.
Going off camera.
Yeah, I heard you, honey. Squish, squish, and roll it back till it's tight. And then you're just gonna do the same exact thing with the other one. This one actually rolled pretty curved, but I'm still gonna go ahead and nip it. Otherwise, it won't be the same size as the other one, and then you'll have a problem. So for the little one that I did, I used 26 gauge wire. So I'm going back and forth in my head right now if I want to do it with the 26 gauge wire, if I want to go ahead and do it with the 22 gauge. I will probably do it with the 22 gauge so that you guys can see better, because I think that's going to be what helps the most. I forgot to switch this side. Okay. And then you just kind of want to make sure that your loops, I have like a little hill right here and it's driving me nuts. There we go. That's a little bit better. But like I said, once you start wrapping the wire, it goes pretty easy. Okay, I'm going to try it with the 22 gauge wire. Steve moved it. Oh, that's 20 gauge. Oh, I thought this was 22 gauge. Am I really not going to have the one size wire I need in bronze? And there's no reason that you guys couldn't do this in any color, or you can even alternate it. You could use colored wire. That would be absolutely stunning. I'd like to say that my wire drawer is neat and clean right now, but it absolutely is not. That's also 20 gauge. Yeah. I know I have 22 gauge bronze wire. I just don't know where it is. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and try it with 20 gauge. See what we end up with. I don't think this is going to be long enough though, so I will have to use this one. So on the smaller one, when I was using 26 gauge, I did a full wingspan. With it being, I don't know if it will be more or less based on the 20 gauge, because I haven't done it with 20 gauge. But all I do is I take one of the pieces and I wrap the wire around once. And I'm going to do my best to stay under camera as much as I can. And then I'm going to get my coil together as much as possible. And then I'm going to put the other piece across the middle. And I'm going to go over, around, and back up. Yeah, this isn't going to work. Okay, I'm going to have to show you a 26 wire because this 20 gauge wire is not annealed, and so it's completely bending the frame out of place, which is not what we needed to do. Okay, I will show you guys the 26 gauge, and I will just get as much wire as I can control, if that's even a thing. Okay, fix that one. This one didn't get messed up. Well, no, it did. The loop got changed. See, my loop got changed sideways. I'm going to scooch it out just a little bit so that my frame is a little bit wider than what it is right now. So I'm just going to twist that until they're facing the same way. I'm going to get myself some 26 gauge wire. And because this one is longer, I'm going to go ahead and pull off 2 wingspans. I don't know that I'll have enough time to do all of that, but again, I just go on one and I go all the way around once and I push my coils together. And then I'm going to grab the other wire. I'm going to go around and over. And like I said, it's going to be very fiddly in the beginning, but as soon as you get it going, it becomes easy very quickly. It's literally maybe the first 2 rounds, the first 2 times you go around. So anytime you go over a wire, you're going to go around and back out. Turn your frame, you're going to go around and back out. And you're just going to keep doing this. And now that I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and snip off my little excess piece of wire right there. And I will tamp that down when no, it's actually not. I thought it was going to be pokey, but it's not. I must have got it good. So, and then you're just going to keep going around your frame. And every once in a while, yes, I know that it's not perfectly centered, but these will move. So we have plenty of time to make sure these are facing the way we want them to and all of that. All you're going to do is keep wrapping. So you're going to go around and maybe we'll even do one where we do some stripes with seed beads. I wonder, what do I have right here that I could use? Well, we don't want to use bronze because it's all bronze. I have this nice bright green that came in the Dollar Bee box, I believe. I don't have very many of my seed beads right here. Not that I seed bead a lot, but I think I'll just show you guys without the stripes so that you guys can just see the technique. And then you guys can go and get it all pizzazzed out. Another tip, if you're really wanting to make sure, yeah, exactly, you can use all your beads. Yes, it's wreaking havoc on my words. Oh. You can always mark which one it is in some way or another. Right here, it's early enough that I can still tell which one it is. So you could literally just take a scrap piece of wire and just put it up through the last one so you know that's where you end, so that it just kind of, when you get in closer, because once you get out of the like inside right here, it goes very easy. And see, it didn't even take 2 full rounds for it to like settle down to where it is quite easy to do. And like I said, you can use it, you can do stripes in between. Yeah, like a yarn marker, exactly. What did Steve say? Steve. I think he just likes being the only guy on here, if we're being completely honest. He has all the ladies' attention. But I know I'm a lucky guy. He like sat down there and was sorting literal bead soup. Like there were huge Ziploc bags that were just crazy. But I pulled out like 400 swan beads, little 3mm bicones out of one bag. And that was like one of many. There was Amazonite in there. It was an amazing collection. But you can see this goes pretty quickly. It's the same basic concept that like as kids we did with yarn. If anybody went to summer camp, I'm sure you did the whole popsicle stick thing. This is also a way you can teach kids how to make kites. It's really cool. And like I said, maybe when this gets a little bit shorter, because I would do it, but like, do you see how long this wire is? It's going to look like way too much, but you have to remember that with each wind, the length between the two sticks gets further and further apart. So like I'm almost using a full inch of wire now. But it works really good. I wanted to do something for the focal. I ended up not liking the round circle. Even when I changed the pearls and whatnot, it still wasn't like speaking to me. And I did think about just using this really cool one, but I want to do something special with this. I got some really cool elongated like bicones, like the really long ones, and in buffalo horn. So I'm excited. I hope Rosanna shares the little something I sent her. Is there anything specific you guys would want to see in Wednesday's sale? Now would be the time to ask for it. So that I can do my best to get it in. Are you guys wanting more shell? Are you wanting pendant options? Do you guys like the sets? Things like that. I just kind of need to know. You guys bought a lot of the sets. And speaking of which, I still have the rose quartz pendant earring sets. I have some of the abalone sets. I have, okay, Dorothy. Hear you. Good. I have, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a graduated strand of the Shiva eyes. So for each strand, I can break it up into 5 sets and it comes out to almost the perfect split up. So that's what I'm going to do. I know that Tammy wanted some. I know that Beth wanted a set. And then I just need like one more person. Because that takes the majority of the like buying, because otherwise the sets are the only thing that I that I pay for out of pocket up front. I have a very good working relationship with Bernie, and I'm not having to like buy a bunch of stock and cross my fingers and hope that what I buy you guys are going to like and you guys will buy. We show his stock, and um and then I don't, but nothing's out of pocket except for the sets. So on the sets, I purchase those ahead of time so that I can break them up into the sets. Okay, we are getting closer to the end. Okay, that was the last one. I think I have enough to show you like 2 strips. And if you guys do run out of wire while you're doing this, you can always add more wire and keep going. It's just a little bit, but yeah. Oh, hi, Rosanna. We were just talking about you actually a second ago. Now I can't remember what it was, but I'm just showing how to do this little wire weaving project that I used for the pendant on my necklace that I started making Wednesday night. I actually realized the reason it wasn't done, it happened for a reason because it led to this project, which is really cool, is because in the strands, the varied shape strands, there was this size of width that looks like this, where both the top and the bottom were flat. And then there were some that are basically just larger versions of the small ones. And the problem was that I had both on the necklace. And I figured that out about 10 minutes before I went live. So that's why it's not completely strong yet. But here, I want to go ahead and try this just so you guys can see what it looks like. Man, I really hate the kind of seed bead things that, oh, woohoo, they didn't go all over the place. That's what usually happens to me. So all you do if you want to do the seed beads is you would just obviously string some on. It's funny because the itty bitty button pearls that I use, they're from the buyout that he just did, and they actually came from his shop. They still had his tag on them, which was funny. So let's see. And you could even like do one side with beads, one side without beads, and then on the next row alternate that. That could be really cool looking. You could alternate colors back and forth. You could do, in fact, I think we should try that. I'm going to do one side with beads, the next side without. And then we will see. Is this where a beads stringer thingy would be more handy, guys? I've almost gotten one a few times, and I'm always like, oh, I don't bead enough. But when I do use seed beads, it's typically for something like this. So, yes, in my sales on Wednesday, yes, it is the stock from Bernie's store. But like I pull stuff from the back that's from buyouts. That's basically what's in the back room of his store is when he does buyouts. That's where he puts it. Come on, can I please find the seed bead? Oh, I needed 2 more. That's it. Okay. And then whenever I added the beads, I always go around a second time, leaving a little bit more space. And then I'm going to do this one without beads. And then I'm going to do this next one with. What?
Yeah, somebody asking how much is it. So I figured, you know,
Oh.
ask.
The bracelet mandrels. This is mine. I have the black one, and then I just put acrylic paint down and then wiped the excess off. But they are $15 and it's $5 for shipping. But if you order on Wednesday and your total order between that and whatever else you choose to purchase, as long as it's over $50, you get free shipping. So if you want to wait and do it that way, Miranda, you can. You'll just have to remind me that that's what you want me to do. And it'll still come across as 2 invoices, one from me and one from Campbell Creations, but I just won't charge the shipping on either of them, and it'll all go out in one shipment. So if you want to do that, if you just want the bracelet mandrel, I can send out the invoice to you and then mail it out. I have a couple of packages going out tomorrow, so if that's what you want to do, we can totally do that. See, this is why I was like, doing stripes might be a lot live on camera, because this is pretty, I mean, we're basically watching paint dry, right? I have never been good at picking up seed beads off my mat. I don't, probably because I don't do it enough. So I don't know the way to do it. They typically just hop and jump away from me, like that one. See, I don't know what. And then I give up on one and try to go on to the next one. So if anybody has any tips on how to more effectively pick up seed beads off of a bead mat, I'd love to hear it. I've tried it on a flat surface because somebody told me that was easier. Then I was told, nope, you need the bead mat. So I went back to the bead mat. Let's see if I have enough for this one. I do. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Okay. And then we're going to skip this one. We're going to go up to the next one, go around. And now we're going to do beads on the alternating sides from the ones we just did. I think it would look really cool if you did 2 colors this way or more colors. I don't know. Cindy, this might be up your alley. I bet you could make some beautiful patterns. That would be really cool. I wish that I had that kind of talent to be able to see how many beads you would need at what point to make patterns, like the peyote stitches that oh my goodness, that Cindy does. Yes, that's her name. I see her at least once a week. You'd think I'd be able to have memory recall on that. What's up, hon?
Does Bernie have Ginkgo and Jim dual beads?
He has seed beads, guys, but I will tell you the way that he has them. They're literally all in great big tubs. He has bought them during buyouts, things left over from here or there. He doesn't really keep much in stock.
Except for his Preciosa.
Except for the small Preciosa 11-0s, and I think he's got some larger sizes. But he just has big tubs that you just dig through. And if you find something you like, great. But yeah, it's all old stock from Michael's or Joann's. He whenever he buys a big lot, if that stuff is in there, it's either up on one of his tables, and you can dig through it that way, or it's in one of his bins. And I'm going to do a full tour of Bernie's store so that you guys can see what it's like. I just have to figure out, too many. Oh, I should have kept those on. I should have just moved them down and kept going. That would have been smart. I don't know why I didn't think of that until it was too late. But this will just help it from bulking up too quickly by doing the every other. There are people who are really good at creating patterns with this technique. If you just look up wire weaving, that's where you would find that. I can't remember. Maybe one of you guys know what this technique specifically is called. I haven't done it for several years, and I don't know why it came to mind a while back, but I did some in copper wire that I really like. And I was thinking that copper and bronze would look really good together. But see, and then you just keep going around and around and around until you decide that you're done. And I'll show you. There are two. You have, well, there's plenty of options that you have, but you can either leave the loops to where they're showing, or you can roll them in like this one is rolled in. And then here, I'll just finish rolling this so you could see it. And then those go to the back, and then you just leave the one either up here or if you want it to hang. But that's why I need my shells, the shell sections that I put on here. I want them to be a little bit longer because I want it to hang down further. Oops, sorry. Once I rolled it in, it's a lot closer to the weaving part. So I'm going to take this off and redo it and make it longer. But yeah, so you can like I said, you can leave it out. I love doing it in copper. It's really pretty. But again, you can alternate wires. If you run out of wire, you can go ahead and do it. I do want to show you what I do when I finish one off. So after I wrap around the last wire at least twice, and then I come to the back and I go around to the other side and I wrap around twice. So that I just like that there's an additional like support system across the back. So, oh, I should ask you guys if any of you guys are interested in being on, that would be great. I have a few people coming up. Oh my God, Jody is going to be on the 18th. I'm talking to Jim Hawks in the UK to see when she can come on. We are planning that. I've been speaking with Samantha Latimer. I've talked to, I want to say her name correctly, so I need to like look at it. Maisha Jackson. I've talked to her about being on. Jody Krantz, that's who's going to be on. And then just a few other people that I've mentioned and like asked if they want to come on. So that would be very exciting, and I would love doing that. But also, you guys, I'm starting the Heather How To videos. They're going to start coming out. I've been recording some like the introductory ones and a couple because I want to have several ready. I'd like to have at least like 3 weeks ready just in case there's a week that I'm not feeling well or it's a bad pain day or whatever else. I want to have a little bit of a head start because it would be at least 2 videos and then a live each week. But if there's something, why can't I talk? There are some that will take 3 videos, I would guess, like simple loops, wrapped loops, pros and cons of both. And then you guys would just leave questions in the comments. And on the live, I will answer those questions as well as any that are on live. If there was something that I explained incorrectly, that would be good. Aw, thanks, Rosanna. The first time it went up, it had no sound. Or wait, no, you couldn't see the bottom. I don't know why it happened. You could see me, but it was like this. And so I'm sitting there talking, looking down, like you guys can see the beads, and I don't know what happened, but I re-downloaded it. It downloaded properly. I put it up. I know my Thunder Horse Descendants Found Objects Challenge has no sound. After like 6 minutes, I went back, and normally I can see like an individual recording for each camera, my laptop, my overhead camera, and then there's a separate audio one as well. And it just wasn't there. Oh, my granddaughter is doing fabulous. My daughter got so excited because she was changing her the other day and happened to like be videoing just talking to her. And she got the biggest smile out of her. And, her first thought, of course, was, Dad, that wasn't gas. And so it was so cute. But yeah. Yes, I can help you with that, Kim. I'm very good with the vegan suede. I love to do that. What, is Sharon in our area? Oh, there she is. There she is.
And a brand new bed that Gigi bought.
Yeah, my daughter's like, Mom, I don't get it. The thing in the bassinet is hard. There's like a soft, like a really thin, like gauzy, probably, it wasn't even as thick as a bead mat, you guys. It's ridiculous. Over like this hard press board. And so she wouldn't sleep in it. And it was just, driving the baby crazy. She couldn't sleep. And so she just kept, I'm looking for the other picture. Her going out with Mom to walk the dog. Oh, I love it. Her with my first grandpup, Loki. It's so cute because when they walk. Oh, okay, I will right now. All right, that's the new Facebook group. It is called Beading Besties, the same thing as the Sunday night show. So it's great. I'm glad you asked, Kim, because I was thinking about doing some of the leather videos that I did on Facebook, like way back when, redoing some of those, but not as in depth as that. But yeah, it was just crazy. Look, 1 month old. Look how much he's so cute. I just can't help it. She's just the sweetest little girl. But I'm very excited because my daughter asked if we could come up for Mother's Day. So, Sharon, did you see the link? Miranda, I'll check that out. If I see yours up there, obviously I will go in. But Sharon, I just dropped the link a minute ago. If you still can't find it, message me on Facebook and I'll send it to you in there. Or I can just send you a invitation to come in. So let me go see real quick, Miranda, if yours managed. Member requests. Sorry, I'm trying to see. There's Dorothy. There's Lisa. I think that's about all. I don't see anything else. But if it just didn't let you finish it, let me know. So good job, Brandy. I'm very happy to hear that. Brandy and I sometimes have to remind each other to take our meds. So you know how it is. But okay, Kim. You're so silly. But you're I love Kim. She's the best. But Kim, I'm not gonna post the videos on Facebook. I'm gonna post them on YouTube. Don't worry. But we'd love to have you in the group because you always have a lot of like cool ideas and insight, and you give good advice when people aren't sure like which way to go with a project. So I'd love to have you in there. Can maybe give us a week or two around a leather project or whatever. Just let us know the supplies and we can all do them together. I absolutely can do that.
That's not why. It's because she's hilarious. She needs to be in the group.
Oh, Stephen or Kim, Stephen just came in and said that's not why you need to be in the group because you're hilarious. So yeah. Yes, I could absolutely do that. And if you guys ever wanted me to put together little kits of something, I can totally do that too. No, she lives in California, so we're gonna go, but I'm very, very excited to yes, go take your meds, Rosanna. You too. Come on. Her name is Selena Grace, and she's a sweetheart. So I'm excited because we're gonna get to take 3-generation pictures for Mother's Day, which will be so fun. And of course, I will be posting them. You know, I won't be able to help myself. I'm gonna have to. She's just so darn cute. But, anyways, I hope everybody had a wonderful week. If you count this at the end of your week, or if it's the beginning, I hope this is a great start for your week and that you guys all have a great week. Like I said, I'm going to be setting up group chats for all of the states so people can go and join their state and see who's local. But you guys can create your own, and if you need help doing so, just reach out to the admin team and we can help you do it. It's not a problem. And I just want to say, you guys, your guys' support has been amazing, absolutely amazing, and it's really helped me get through all of this. And I just want to say thank you. I really appreciate it. And so I will see you guys next week. How about if we plan on doing a the vegan suede, or you can use regular suede lace, 3mm lace, and grab some large hole pearls and maybe a strand of one other large hole bead, and we can do a bracelet knotting thing. Let's say not this Wednesday because it's a live sale, but let's plan it for the Wednesday after that. And I'll put up a list on Facebook in the group and just say this is a project that we're going to be doing. And these are the supplies that you'll need. You'll probably need a button because I'm sure I'll have you use a button as the closure because that's what I like to do with the suede lace. And I will come up with the bracelet design between now and then, or you can do it as an anklet. I will give measurements for both since it is summertime, so people are going to want to wear them. But yeah, now that I'm thinking, you can even just have other beads and you can do little like, yes, Kim, it will be on YouTube, this channel. Hi, Sid. And we'll just do it there. You could also do one with the suede lace very easily, guys, and just like hang cha-chas off of either side, and then they like dangle and go up against each other like metal beads. Very easy to do. So maybe I'll be able to show you both of them. So that'll be fun. I'm glad you found us too. I love our group. We don't take ourselves too serious. So and we all, you know, we have fun. We support each other through beading, life, whatever it is you need. So yeah. Rose, I'm jealous. You're in Oregon right now, and that makes me sad. I wish I was there, because then I could see my baby sister and her girls. I miss them. I need to go see them soon, as long as I can. Okay, suede lace. Hold on. Babe, can you come grab it for me? I have some right here that's like studded. So this is 3mm, and this is like faux suede. This isn't real suede. But you can get it at Michael's. I almost said Joann's, but you can't. That white right there. The spool of white right there.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Thank you.
Good thing I know what color white is. You can see white.
Colorblind man can see white. So this is it as well. You can get one of these off of Amazon for like $8 or $9, I believe. And so, oh, you're in Washington. Oregon's tomorrow. Got it. What? Oh, and so we'll do something with that, and it'll have fun. Just, I'm excited, you guys, and I love doing all this, and I love all of you, and I hope you all have an amazing week. Like, subscribe, comment, send it out to everybody. Oh, and the giveaway. I will be posting a video on that with all like the rules, what you need to do in order to enter, all of that kind of stuff. So that will be coming out as well. The biggest requirements, you will have to be a subscriber to my YouTube channel. You will have to like the video and leave a comment, and then I'll go through all of the rules there. But that will be coming out soon. Everybody have a great week. Love you all. Have a wonderful week, guys. Bye.